Hey guys, and welcome back to the Tuesday stream. We're back playing a little bit of Kerbal Space Program in the same career that we've been playing for a very, very long time now. I think, as I've said many times before, but I'm just going to remind you, we're going to be playing this one until Kerbal 2 comes out. That's definitely the way for it. Tremaine building an F1 car in Roblox. Beautiful, beautiful. Is that easy? I've never played Roblox, would you believe, but I have seen people play it. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. I know to get a proper F1 car in Kerbal can actually be quite awkward because you want to get all the aerodynamics pushing you down into the floor, and Kerbal isn't really set up for your wings to be pushing you downwards. It really doesn't like it. Anyway, today we are working on moving the E-class asteroids. E's are good, but they're kind of heavy, so we're going to see if we can't move that. Hey MSX, you've changed your name? Hello, how are you doing? Okay, let's have a look. And ISR. Oh, we got a whole bunch of suborbital trajectories here. I knew about those. Let's try and find. Should we just fast forward a little bit? Shall we just? Well, let's go look. Let's go look first. Is it you? Oh, these guys need to be saved. Yes, I forgot about them. We went to go launch a craft to MoHo, and it ripped itself apart as it was flying. Totally not because of my bad design at all. No, I think I know what happened. Having thought about the craft a little bit, I put a whole bunch of stuff around, like fuel tanks around fuel tanks, and I think they were clipping into each other, and I think that might have been the problem. So here's what we're trying to move. This big old rock. These are Mark II. Let's aim the camera there. Look at these. This is a mainsail. This is a huge tank. This is a huge spacecraft, and it's nothing compared to the asteroid that we are trying to move here. I mean, Kerbin's a lot bigger. Look how far we are out. We're way past the moon. Let's just scroll this back. Look, we are way past. Also, that you can feel all the bad frame rates coming through there. I wonder if 34 craft out there. We're gonna have to go find out what all the different craft are that are out and about. I'm fairly sure though that I want to switch to this, and we're just gonna let these. Wait, I should have done a thing, and I didn't do the thing. I needed to have gone back whilst we're at the asteroid and made sure that all the ISRUs, I'm just going to go do it right now, switch to, that all of them are currently making liquid oxygen and oxidizer, because, we need to make sure that we've got enough fuel for when this thing goes to do its next maneuver, which actually, well, maybe we should do that as well. Can anybody think of anything else that I should be doing instead of just moving straight on to watching those things crash? Okay, that's on. This one is also on. That's good. Let's have a look at what's going on with our ore. It's going down. No, it's going up. We're producing more ore than we can currently turn into liquid oxidizer or liquid fuel. I presume, is the oxidizer just like oxygen? I personally would just want to put a whole bunch of oxygen in there. I don't know whether any of the other crazy triphosphate permanganate or whatever. That's a totally made up chemical, by the way. I don't know if any of these actually pack more energy per molecule in or per volume. I don't know, but I feel like oxygen is one of the better oxidizers out there. Liquid fuel is also going up. We've got a long time to wait though. If we come out here, what I want to do is. I mean, when do we want to? I just want to shrink this orbit down. I really want to be able. Maybe we want to do it on the ascending and descending nodes there to be able to bring this in close to my other craft. So let's add a maneuver. What am I currently targeting? I feel like that's not what I want to be targeting. The reason being. Yeah, what is this? Is this just a random bit of debris that I'm targeting? I don't want that. The reason is I want to be able to look at. Let's come through. I went past it. I wish you could press Shift to go back. I'm currently pressing Tab. It changes the focus of which ones we're looking at. But yeah, if you press Shift and Tab, all you do is turn your throttle up. So yeah, you got to be careful with that. Talking of that, do we want to move this somewhere or perhaps have it? casino. No, not random. Please use. I want the Casino Royale if you don't mind. This one over here. Set that as target. Brilliant. If anybody thinks of something like, I don't know about over there. That's where my Kerbals live. I feel like we want to keep the Kerbals. We want to keep the Kerbals. Now this descending node over here looks to be closer to the apoapsis. So if you're thinking about efficiencies, the most efficient plane change you can do is the highest up in your orbit, and so that's the closest to the thing, to the apoapsis. I've noticed stream's been the chat's been running away with me. Tremaine is sick. I feel bad. Oh, by the way, we launched a mission for 3 different companies, and obviously we get some satellites on that. Okay, that's cool. Is that for your Spaceflight Simulator game? Yeah, okay, cool. Twitchi from Tremaine. I was first in the stream at the cost of being sick with a sore throat, a bad belly, and coughing like crazy. Yeah, no, that's yeah, I feel bad. I have recently just got rid of like 2 weeks worth of cold myself, so I can definitely sympathize with you there. Is that going the right way? That's not going the right way. That's going the wrong way. And look how expensive this burn is just to try and get. So we're gonna hope. We're gonna hope that somewhere during this process... I need to clear my throat. Oh, it's just as I was talking about it. Yeah, still got this, like, just little bit of a cough holding on. It's really not much. It's really not much, but it's enough just to, like, put me off every now and then. As I was saying, I'm hoping that by the time our craft goes all the way round... No, that's from over here. So when it gets all the way around that way, would have saved enough fuel to be able to perform this particular burn. I mean, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? I would be very, very happy about that. I'm going to keep an eye on that 25.3 over there. And we're just going to finesse this down and round to try and get... Not that one. Let's try and bring that in like this, and then one of these will bring this just down a little bit more, something like that. 0.5 is more than enough. We got to get 300 Delta Vs. Now that doesn't sound like much, but I got to remind you, we are a chunky boy right now. So yeah, I don't know whether this one will actually be able to move it. I'm just going to set an alarm. We're going to. The booster return, that's cool. That was one that I didn't know. Move rock, save HoBo's, booster return. Okay, that's fine. I left myself a little note up here. That's great. It's going to go off in 5 seconds. Okay. What was I saying? This is rock play. Go away and do stuff. Delete and close. Thank you. Is it plane? Yeah, that's the right one. Plane change, because obviously it could be plane. I could type. That's the other one, right? It's not that one. Okay, so let's rock plane change. 27 days. Until then, I'm gonna just hop over to another one. You feel like you've been smoking cigarettes for years, lol. We're in a moon race with 2 other companies. One has a YouTube channel. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. They both have channels. One just hasn't dedicated theirs to the company yet. Yeah. I mean. People do all sorts of different things with their YouTube channels. Sometimes they don't like all the things that they do being associated with. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna drop down a little bit. Like, I can push this button. Let's push the button. We'll see which one is actually ahead. Which one? Oh, this is going in different directions. That one's actually ahead. I thought we were going the other way, so I'm going to stop that, and we're going to switch to this one over here. I don't know why I thought we were going the other way. But yeah. All right, let's M and see what we are doing here. Okay, so we just need to. I'm going to watch it. We're just going to do it. We're going to watch Kerbin get really big. Now the thing is with Kerbin is it does kind of just tend to creep up on you. It's got to be like down around here somewhere. Hello, there's the sun. There's Kerbin. Because like you speed up as you're getting closer towards it. All right. I know it doesn't look like it, but the whole time I am past the periaps, I am speeding up under the influence of gravity. It's like gravity has got a hold of me and it's dragging me down, adding to my speed all the time. And like it doesn't seem like it's going to be much when you get going. You know, moving an extra like however many meters per second doesn't sound like a lot. But when you do that every second for, I mean, in this case, a couple of days, that's a big speed. A big speed. Hey, Fail Magfa, how are you doing? I can't remember where I read this or what, but I believe it's something like if you start accelerating under 1g, you know, just the same g as gravity on Earth here, you reach something like 10% the speed of light incredibly quickly, like a year, maybe 2, something like that. The problem is we can't keep a rocket lit for a year, you know. That's a problem right there. That is a problem. Just gonna enjoy a little bit of tea whilst we watch Kerbin get bigger. Wow, it turns out this one is taking a while. Let's look at the map. Yeah, okay, let's go faster. Let's go faster. What? Look at the moon! Look at it go! I suppose we could, at this point, think about how we're going to start saving the MoHo HoBos. Because they unfortunately are not going to MoHo. They're stuck in a rather eccentric orbit around Kerbin. Let's try and spot them. I mean, are they stuck? Yeah, these guys over here. We need to try and figure out how they're coming. No, they're not stuck, thankfully. I've got a feeling we're going to send an engineer knows best out there and just start returning some of the materials. It's okay when I finish building my F1 car that I send it to you on your Discord program. I mean, you can, but as I say, I don't play Roblox. I have no idea whether it will be good or not. You know, I could say yes, that looks like an F1 car. That's probably the best I could. I pressed M when I wanted to slow myself down instead. Okay, we're about 120 kilometers in the air. I'm wondering whether we've got control. We do. So if I turn around retrograde like this, in fact, I don't want to turn around. I want to look radial out. I cannot focus on anything else right now, which means that we're coming in at random intervals, I suppose would be the word. So I'm really wondering whether we can land this. There's not a chance. Oh, I do have parachutes. Fire the parachutes. Let's make sure everything's good. That's a lot of space junk. Oh yeah, I have not. No. I was about to say a lie. I was about to say I've not terminated a single piece of space junk the whole time we've been doing this, but actually I have terminated a single piece of space junk, and it was very recently. There was a stack separator that was like, I'm not going to bring this back. There's some other stuff that I really should do that for. Oh yeah, I mean, you're right. We are going very fast. Let's turn this way round. Try and orientate ourselves, something like that, and just burn off some fuel. Oh man, that's not good enough, is it? I could take 200 meters per second off my speed. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not sure whether... Oh, plasma blackout. I can't do anything now. I'm glad I got the rocket on. Yeah, all right, that's fine. What I was about to wonder was whether... Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's not fine. What I was about to wonder was whether we would be able to use steering to our advantage. Oh. It's all gone. It's out of there. So what did we get down to? 39. That's actually deep. That's a lot deeper than I thought we would be coming in at. Can I now select the next one? Oh no, don't. Look, one of them's going through. I'm determined to at least blow them all up. That's fine. It's not ideal, but it is fine, you know. What we should have done is brought them in at a slightly shallower angle, but that would have been like going round more times. Like, and I don't know about you, I'm not keen on going around too many times. In flight, let's watch it explode. I'm calling this one. It's just gonna outright explode right now, the moment we log in. Because it's not having any physics run on it at the moment. It's just inside the atmosphere. So if we load it up, the game is giving me a spinny cursor. Are we about to watch something crash? Oh no, it's the back end. Okay, this is the one we were just looking at. I think, maybe. Yeah. Pressing space doesn't start it off again. Ooh, there's another one. I don't know, actually. Is this the back end? Is this another one? I don't know. But this might be working out. This one might be working out. Hey, monkey. How you doing? You do indeed survive. I see you there. Let's not have target. That's a terrible one to have. We want surface was what we wanted. Thank you. Right, great. Am I helicoptering here? Am I just spinning around and around and around? Yeah, I'm doing it. I come to you today as a failure of mathematics. I was... doing a lot of analysis on like exoplanets today, I was looking at stars, comparing them to other stars, seeing how they dip and come up. And I found one. It was out there. It's one that's been found before, but, you know, we're just digging through the data to hone our skills. And I found one, and I got how long the transit was, how long it was in front of the star. Do you know how exoplanets... Let's go on a tangent, shall we? If you're looking at a star, any star, or the sun... don't look at the sun. The planet is too close and too dim next to a star to be seen, right? You know how you look at a lamp post or whatever and you can't see stuff next to it, right? So how do we go about finding these planets if we can't just look for them? We of course watch the sun instead, watch the star instead, and record how many photons are coming in, and when the number of photons drops down and then comes back up, we're like, oh, something went in front of it. And it could be something just randomly in the galaxy, right? There's these things called rogue planets. They could shoot across and like that would make the same sort of thing. A black hole, something like that could skip in front. Anything that like stops light, right? But if it then happens again and then happens a third time in a very like predictable way, then you're starting to think, oh, maybe this is something in orbit around the planet, around the star. And that's how the vast majority of exoplanets have been discovered so far. That you can do other ones where you just kind of like look at the star, and if it wiggles around as it's traveling across the sky, you're like, maybe that's got something in orbit around it. That's very rarely done. You've got to be very, very precise with your measurements to be able to do that one. And the other one is you look at the color coming off the star, and if the color changes in a predictable way, we can that's also the same as kind of it moving around. I'm not going to go into that one. Colors are magic. That's all I'm going to say. Colors are magic. Can I slow myself down enough for my... Oh, no, my parachutes aren't going to open. Why is it saying it's not safe to open my parachutes? Thank you. So I was counting photons, you know, like you do, making sure that this planet, star actually had a planet around it. And I was trying to work out how long the orbital period is. There's a whole bunch of relations that go into stars and planets, you know, because it's like... You know, if you're further away from the star, it's going to take you longer to go across the star's face, but also you're smaller, so the dip is less. You can see how things kind of relate to each other. So I did a whole bunch of maths, and I came out with an orbit of 2 billion astronomical units, which the Earth is 1 astronomical unit away from the sun. 2 billion is a big number. So I decided to redo the numbers. I was like, okay, let me try and change this. And then I came out with 4 centimeters. Both of these are terrible orbits. The first one, 2 billion, it doesn't even feel it does feel the gravity of the star, but like it's the other stars around it are now stronger. Or 4 centimeters from the center of a sun. You can't orbit 4 centimeters from the center of a star. So yes, I'm doing okay, but I do feel like maybe I could have done better at my uni work today. Yeah, literally 1 photon, 2... Well... They take a photo, and then I use some data to extract the strength, the CCD response. I'm not going to go into how charged coupled devices... It works exactly like your phone works. The way your phone takes a photo is the same way that telescopes take photos. There's just a lot more lenses and stuff in between. So technically, if I took a picture of the sky with my phone, I should be able to start counting photons like that as well. But the phone doesn't come with all the extra science data. You don't know how a phone camera works. It's all right. I was just saying I wasn't going to explain it. So if you want to go find out, go look up how a phone camera works. The real phrase is the CCD. There's little bits of... squares of metal, and electrons hit them, and they remember the electron hit them, and then you read that signal out down a wire. That's the detail I'm going to go into. I could talk more about semiconductors and valence bands and stuff like that, but that gets a little tedious even for me. Are we going to land well? Are we going to land well? Is this good? Is this good? Okay, we saved a bit. Space saving. Let's see how much money we made from that, shall we? This is totally what today's stream is all about. Okay, so we should think about how we're going to save the MoHo HoBo's. There are 4 people on that spacecraft. There's also the spacecraft themselves that I want to try and bring back. So do we fly up with a craft and a claw and then snatch the spacecraft and drop it back with some parachutes? Or do we fly up with a taxi, something with a lot of space in it, pick up the crew, and then just crash their spacecraft into the planet? I mean, I think we all know I'm about to go and, attach a bunch of nuclear propulsion. I mean, maybe. We could do nuclear propulsion. Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. The most unreasonable way. Okay, the most unreasonable way. It looks like we're going to have to go and do some ion engines. No. We can definitely do the nuclear propulsion. Suborbital. Yeah, suborbital. Ooh, this one looks like it's about to come in. Okay, we're going to do this one. I'm surprised they're so widely spaced from each other. Now, actually, have we spent so long talking that actually these guys have gone out the other side of the atmosphere? That could be the case. That could be the case. So we're going to build something with a couple of claws on front and just absolutely covered with parachutes and nuclear propulsion. So hopefully we can. Is this going down? This is going down. It's going down. So hopefully we can. I'm going to look at the surface and then just start burning my my fuel off. Grab onto the side of whatever's left and just fly back to Kerbin. This might be a multi-stage mission. We're going to have to find out. Which way? I feel like I want the craft that way up. But at the same time, I mean, look at this. Just. Let's go here and look like that. The only thing I want to do is stop my horizontal movements. That was a little. The SAS units on this, not very good. Not very good. In fact, I'm just going to look retrograde. We're just going to let the robot fly itself. It knows what it's doing much better than I do. Hopefully we get to burn out all the fuel this time. That would be great. I mean, we're still not going to get much below 3,000 meters per second, It really would be nice to actually have this angled so it cut into the air a little bit, something like this. But at some point, I'm going to lose control, and now we're just locked in whatever it was doing before I started. Okay, that should hopefully just be looking towards the cross there. It looks like it's just settled down right there at that particular location. Ooh, here we go again. I think we're doing all right. What I want is to induce another. Oh, we can't see any of the lift. Oh, we still got this. We're fine. Everything's okay. Oh, splash. I think we should be fine. We're still very fast. 2.6 kilometers is too fast. I can tell you almost definitely we're going to explode here. I say that. We're now back into this same stable spinning condition that the other one had. These are some nice lakes. I've never seen these before. I mean, I'm sure I have, but I've never seen them. I don't have probe control. You lose that when the plasma comes in, or at least the way I've set this game up, you lose that when the plasma comes in. If you watch, it will now spring back in that long. So that's pretty cool. If we set this up to retrograde, I don't know whether it. No, we're out of SAS now. We are out of SAS now, and the parachutes are triggered, so that's fine. That is fine. yeah, nice beaches around here. Well, this would be nice. This would be nice. Should add a pair of aero brakes to your boosters. Yeah. I mean, if you had told me that last week, I would have acted upon it. But yeah, here we are. What I should have done is not bit into the atmosphere so hard. But I believe at the end of last stream, I was just like, let's do them. Let's just do it. Okay, speaking of, let's speed this up. We can go hit this floor a little bit faster. I do like to hit the floor as hard as I can. The heat shield kind of wasn't as necessary as the explosions make it look. It's just I had a periapsis of 20 kilometers. Things were gonna get hot. Yeah, that's quite the hill in front of me here. So I was just looking at this little ridge here. It's rare that you see bits like double-sided like that. Now, if you come in at 3 or 4 kilometers, you hit the floor as your periaps disappears when you're slowing down. I know that one for a fact. I've done that a couple of times. In fact, we'll do it at some point. We'll set up a craft with some decent heat shielding and show you why you can't set your periaps that low when there's an atmosphere involved. Alright, let's go, little craft. Maybe I need to start changing the release, this altitude temperature, pressure, altitude setting here. I don't know why I kept on saying pressure. I happen to know that if you go below 700, the parachute won't actually open in time, despite the fact that it only takes 200 or 300 meters for it to open. I don't know. It confused me about 3 or 4 years ago trying to figure out how that would work. But yeah, I believe 700 was the minimum value I found coming in at reasonable speeds. I do like all the parallax stuff. I wish they'd given it a different name though, because the parallax is very much a space thing, and you need the word parallax for other stuff. Okay, here we go. Coming in for a touchdown. Oh, I didn't actually see last time how much money we saved. I mean, this is almost exactly identical. That's nice. Almost an exactly identical piece of equipment. So let's see what this is coming in at. Any moment now. And then we'll go to the spaceplane hangar. Because I do believe those other 2 boosters I need to wait for. And I'm done waiting. I've been waiting around enough today. I got to university a full 20 minutes early, and the door was locked. Not the actual university door, the door to my classroom that I was going to go. I needed the computer that was in there, so I couldn't just pick another room. There was lots of rooms that were just open. But obviously, with a lot of computers in the room, they do tend to lock them. There's one of the other rooms that I use literally for my computing rather than my my Astro, and they've got everything. Have you ever been to like, I don't know, Argos or anywhere like that where they got stuff out on display and they've locked it down with what is essentially like some steel rope, but with a bit of metal, like a bit of plastic over it. $2,500. We were quite a distance out, but that's fine. And it turns out they did that because one day someone just walked in, picked up a computer, and walked out with it, which I think is hilarious. But also, ooh, you know, it's one of those like shouldn't steal, gotta respect that, right? So we want to make a craft with some nuclear propulsion on it, right? I think what we're going to do is set up something that is controlled, but I've made this style of craft before. Let's see. Is there one here? So I'm thinking that took a long time to open. That's somewhere in maybe my hard game. No, that's still fairly early. Steam? No. Hard casual? Seems to be missing a whole bunch of parts. If you see something, no, maybe spaceplane hangar might be what I'm looking for. That looks like it is a craft with 2 claws up front, then that's what we're trying to grab here. No, okay, we're just gonna have to start making. That's fine. I can start making. That's not a problem. We're gonna put a Mark 1 command pod. This is not where I want to be. This is where I want to be. Part 1 command pod up front. Where's the other one? There you are. Hello. And so we're going to start making some weird design here. Now, I reckon we're going to need quite... You know what? No. That one? Mark 2? Yeah, I think that's a better looking capsule. Or the cupola. Let's go with the cupola. It's big, it's chunky, and is it too big? Is it too chunky? Let's have a vote, guys. What are people's favourite command pods? We got the cupola, we got the Mark 2. I don't think the mem's gonna work, I'm afraid. It's just the wrong thing. The Mark 3, I think that's too big. I think that's too big. I don't want to send a robot. Fed up of sending robots. The lander can, it's a bit rubbish. You like the cupola? Yeah, I kind of like the cupola as well. The external command seat. Miles Liss, how you doing? I mean, we could throw external commands, but I wanted some. Oh, we can actually put Kerbals in the command seat now. This is something we weren't able to do, but yeah, we'll go with this. And like immediately, we're just going to throw big old tank on the back. I don't have a Mark II liquid tank, but I think to save us some mass, I'm going to do that. Yeah. Do we want to put these either side here? The reason that I'm feeling this, right, we'll do that like so. Then we get a whole bunch of liquid fuel canisters. This might even be too close, actually. We might need to extend this off a little bit, like something like that. It's a good idea, but I think I would like a hard point. Do you guys know the hard points? Are they in structural? This guy here. Look at that. Bam. It's a great part. It's a great part. I love it a lot. In fact, more so recently than I have at any other point in my Kerbal career. And I don't know why, because I always thought it was cool. I'm actually going to slightly re-kajigger the way that I've done this. I love the word kajigger, by the way. We're going to grab this one here. Yes. And then we'll just kind of stick that. Oh, okay, we'll stick it this way around. Whatever. We'll do that. Press Alt so it only sticks like so. And then put these there. Okay, That's good. That's good. If we now get the command, no, where's the coupling? There we go. Get a big old one of these. Now, can we with this? Let's arm that. Yeah, I think that will work. Let's put some SAS units in between, and perhaps even a little bit of RCS. But I think this is it. This is the design we're looking for, right? You guys can see it as well as I can. This has got to be it. Okay, that is how you go and grab a stranded spacecraft. Yeah, loving it. Okay, let's try and figure out how we can put a nice little cluster of nuclear engines back here. Where's my center of mass right now? You know what? I can live with that. I think that's great. That's fine. I was umming and ahhing about whether what I wanted to do was to put some of these. I meant to press Alt. Control Z works with every game. I love it. Put a bunch of these like so. What I really want to do is swap over to radial. Yeah. No, they are all going to interfere with each other, right? Oh, it does look good though. We're gonna take it. I can't get the. Is that? Do they look actually square onto you? I feel like they're slightly twisted in this direction. I don't want that. That's a bit boring. You know what I'm saying? Let's get rid of that. Oh, I feel terrible. Why won't this do what I want it to do? Like, yeah, look, it propels off in the wrong directions. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to do this then. We're gonna go take it off. Oh, it's so jank like this, though. It is so jank. Can we put this right in the middle of my screen so I feel like I'm looking down the barrel, and then... I mean, we could just mirror it. Like here and here. Really? I feel like something's off. Maybe it's my eyes. Maybe my eyes are off. Can you guys confirm or deny? So something like that. And then we want a whole bunch of these. Where are they? Nerves. Plop. Plop. That was bad. There we go. There we go. Okay, this looks like a craft that can go and save another craft, right? Obviously, we've got to cover it. Absolutely cover it in... snap my fingers. Parachutes. It's utilities. We're going to put some drogue chutes on the back. Of course we are. Why would we not put a whole bunch of drogues on here? Because I would really like this to slow down faster than some of my other spacecraft have been slowing down recently. And then just for balance, we'll put these up here. Okay, so we don't end up just spinning out completely. We'll put a whole bunch of these. I mean, I'm tempted just to be like, there we go. This is my parachutes. This is how we're coming home. Is that enough? Is that anywhere near enough? We're going to have quite a heavy craft on the front, so I'm a little bit worried that we're going to like tip forwards and sort of slam it into the floor a little too heavy. But we'll see what we can do. You know what? Pull that off of there. Do I even have access to it, actually? Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, great. We've got a bit more control when we're doing it like that. I should really put an end cap on the back here. Like, all of these nodes, let me grab this. You see everywhere there's a green circle, creates a little bit of drag. And I would rather not. If at all possible, I would rather not. It is tempting to put another one of these in here, but I can tell you from personal experience... That's not right. Anyway, I can tell you from personal experience that that's going to lead to some troubles. In fact, this might be the very thing that blew up the craft that we're going to go save. So let's not do that. Does that look better? I think it does. I think it does. I'm now going to grab these two and turn them upside down. Do you want to know why? That's totally no. Let's get rid of that. Because actually, all I want is to have these orange bits pointed at each other. You don't want to expose those on the outside of your craft. No, I don't even know what they do, but I don't want to expose them to the outside of my craft. And I think the best way to finish this off is like, please, that, yeah, that one. Let's put a small inline reaction wheel here and here, and this here and here. Okay, yeah, great. Change the plans for the F1. You've changed into a rocket or a dragster. Dragster's nice. You get a nice little downward angle whilst you're doing it. Okay, is there anything else we need on a rescue craft here? Is this a snatch and save, right? Snatch and save. Save. There we go. I think this is alright, actually. I think this is fine. I'm wondering if we can cover it with a fairing, you know? Let's close these down, disarm this and disarm this. Probably should put those on. We haven't got any RCS. We haven't. There's a whole bunch of stuff I haven't got here. I don't know if I want to put it there. I'm bringing the cupola closer and closer forwards all the time that I do this. Let's go. Let's take these off here, and we'll put some fuel tanks, please. Thank you. Up here. Please. I just want to attach to the sides. Okay, there we go. That's looking. I mean, serviceable, right? It's looking serviceable. I'm sure we've got 1,000 reasons for why it's bad. If you could tell me those, I'd be very grateful. I don't want to do that. I want to... Up and down. Yeah, great. All right, that's good. Want to make sure there is a solar panel facing every direction that we could possibly want to face. Which in this craft is just up and down, right? And now I am wondering how we're going to attach a rocket to this. Now, there's two plans. Right? We either try and attach something to the bottom here, but I think I'm actually just going to put a small nose cone. Yes. Yes. Here and here. Yeah, look at that. All right, great. Okay, that kind of rounds off the look. Yeah? No, all right. And I think now what I'm going to do is we go back to the space plane. No, the other one. The VAB. We stand this up like this. And we're just quite literally going to hang a couple of rockets left and right of this. Yeah, does that make sense to people? It kind of makes sense to me. I think we're going to use... Wait, I can never remember where anything is in all this area. One of the things that they're talking about in KSP2 is improving this whole... Let's go with 4. Searching for a part mechanic, right? That's not the... I mean, it's close, but it's not quite what we want. There we go. Searching for a part mechanic. I mean, I could use this like a decoupler, but look at all the stuff that comes out. Is this a decoupler? Stage 1.5 decoupler. Okay, flags. Are they decouplers? Do they have the ability to be decouplers? I don't know. Should definitely put more flags on stuff. Flag 1.5. Oh, that's just kind of sad. Oh, okay. Flag 2.5. Wow. Thing is, the curve's not right. Look, it's too flat. But you know what? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Talking of, we're gonna put some rockets on here. So boom, and these. Oh, is this too much? Is this too much? I don't know. I think I'm also kind of making my MoHo craft at the same time. Let's put some bore engines on the bottom or some main sails. What are people feeling? I believe the main sails are a little bit more efficient, but the bores are a little bit more powerful. We'll start with the bores. Put a fairing on. Aerodynamics. No, it's not in aerodynamics, is it? It's like payload or something like that. Payload. Well, sort of like this. I'm sure that's exactly what you meant. Yeah? For the cupola, you reckon we need a fairing over the cupola? Or were you saying fairing instead of engine? That could also be the thing. On the actual payload. The actual payload is like... Anyway, like all of this. This is all payload. So I mean we can. How about we do... Oh, I'm gonna have to remove this. Wait. Boop. And let's put a small one of these. Remind me to strut this up. It's not gonna work else. Longer. It is gonna be a huge fair. I don't know whether the fair. I'm gonna try it. It's been suggested, so I'm gonna try it. And then just this for a bit of class. Look at that. Yeah. And then we grab this. Oh, we need a bigger fairing than that. Do I have bigger fairings? I do not have bigger fairings right now. We might actually be restricted. I mean, we could do this, right? Like we flare out, we come up and into this. No, I kind of feel like this is a bit pointless. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I can make a big enough fairing. Edit that fairing. Yeah, this is it. This is the widest I can go. Ooh. I mean, that's rubbish. No, that's not what we want. Wait, edit fairing. I won't actually let me go. Oh, wait. I got it. Like that? That's obviously what we wanted, right? Obviously, yes. Okay, great. I'm gonna keep that. We're gonna end up using that. We want where I'm not even looking in the right bit. We want this here, and then we'll have one of these down here. Okay, that's kind of good. Just trying to think about how we're going to set all this up. This is totally not what I want. That, and then another 2 of those. All right, that is what I want. What are we saying? Main sail at the bottom or another board? I think this is the point where I go for the main sail. I mean, we could put like a slightly more efficient engine, like the poodle down here. It's not going to be good enough, is it? I do, however, have hiccups. That's not what I was going to say. I do, however, need to put a whole bunch of solar panels around the outside of it. All right, great. Aerodynamics. I like these. This central core here needs to come home, right? Like, these guys are going to fall back into Kerbin. Yeah, definitely. Struts. Did you say struts? I said struts. Let's get some struts going. Do I just want to auto strut? I mean, I'm still in two minds about auto strut. Like, I just wish they'd fix the jointage, you know. Like, okay, that's looking pretty good. No. Let's go from there up to the inside. The inside. Yes, great. And then ideally, I don't know what I got there. Oh man, Control Z. Yeah, good. Let's try something like this. Are these going to be on the outside of there? I don't know whether that'll work. Let's just I can't offset it. I'm going to try it anyway. I need to grab this. That's what I need to grab. I mean, that works for me. Hopefully it works for you. I'm sure we'll find out why. Get the center, put 2 aero brakes per outer booster with 1 large chute and just that. Okay, let's do that. Do I have the aero brakes? Here we go. Big question. Yes, okay. So you reckon two of these. Let's go 1 here. I pressed my Windows key, thank you. 1 there and 1 there. 2 aero brakes, 1 large chute. I think 1 large chute will not cut it. I mean, do you know that this is this size, right? Is that... I mean, technically they're self-symmetrical, but yeah, right, okay. Every now and then I just grab the wrong bit, you know? So let's go from here and... Actually, that's all 4. That's fine. Then we go round here, and that should now be everywhere. That looks pretty good. Do I have a larger parachute? I'm actually going to put that there. That there. And how do I, like, make sure these deploy before I drop them? Action groups is how I do that. Let's grab these. Hello, how are you doing? Brakes, yeah, maybe just press B when you deploy. That's a good. Yeah, literally, great minds think alike. As I saw the brakes in the action group, I was like, wait, we don't need to do that. Is there anything else I'm missing? Fins. Guarantee there needs to be some sort of stability control. Now this will also kind of make them hit the... Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. I need to like press the button up the top. If I just press B, it'll turn on and off again. Which actually I kind of does annoy me. There have been many times whilst using rovers that I've just been like, I could really just use a toggle for my brakes. Having to sit here and hold this button while I'm trying to make sure my SAS points in the right direction. Yeah, it's mildly vexing. Alright, the next thing I actually wanted to do was to come over this way. Maybe clear that. Sub-assembly Mark II control. Thank you very much. You're going to make sure this central bit comes home. That's good. That's good. Maybe aero brakes on this as well, actually. I'm just going to do 4 for the look. Yeah, like that. Okay, so now we need to set our staging. Maybe put some solids on this, but we'll find that out after we do a little bit of testing. Okay. And of course, I think the big thing we need to make sure that we put on here is utility. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Anyway, big engine. Where are these engines? Okay, they're there. Great. They fire. They go. Let's also make this a little bit more efficient by putting some liquid fuel ducts from the inside here. Duct. Not a duck, quack. There to there. Okay, great. Gonna need some structural support down the bottom as well, if I remember anything about my my rocket design. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, the next thing we want is the decouplers all the way up here. Okay, great. I mean, it's not great. It's pretty terrible, but that's fine. We can live with it. I then want this parachute, these ones here. I'm gonna put them down with the decoupler. Why not? And this parachute. Gonna put that down with the decoupler. Why not? Okay, that's pretty cool. We got the fairing. The fairing just kind of wants to pop on its own once we get up to orbit. I don't know whether it wants to go here or wants to move further up. We'll figure that out as we're going. In fact, it needs to go there. If we don't, we're in much bigger trouble than I thought we were. The decoupler needs to pop down here. Then these two are going to be flying separately upon their own. So this is all of these 8. That's fine. Those are the rocket engines. That's also fine. Maybe we'll put them down with the decoupler, actually. Is that decoupler? Wait. Yeah, that is that decoupler. Okay, that's good. That's fine. By that decoupler, my camera in the way that I normally would outside. There is, indeed, a decoupler right under there. You can just see the shaky yellow line. I've just noticed there's a whole bunch of stuff like this. Wait. I need to... Things going well on the stream? Suddenly my connection is complaining. Say hello if you see me. Hello. Let's now click back onto here. Pop this and there. All right, cool. I needed to make sure that the aerodynamics were not sacrificed in the name of aesthetics, because I care about aerodynamics a lot. Hello. All right, great. This is good. This is good. So staging. I mean, I don't actually want those on my staging. These are part of the rocket. Disable staging. Yes, great. And then it's just parachutes, right? It's just parachutes. Are the drogues separate? Let's bring these down. Where are these parachutes? Oh, these are the Mark IIs, right? The 2-meter control parachutes. Yeah. Okay, I think we're good. Save it. Launch it. Just looking, thinking. I think we're good. Do I stream on Twitch? No, they stole my name. I'm not happy. If they were massive boosters, then we could actually salvage them, but it's just small fuel tanks kind of waste. Yeah. Okay, going well. Okay. The loading screens, my friends. The loading screens. They are some of the... Oh, burbles! I'm not sure if you're the person I wanted to send, actually. I mean, you probably do. Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. I mean, this is just a test flight. If I had I used to have a little flashing bit of text that could come up down to the bottom here. They like test flight. But I very quickly realised that sometimes I just want to keep the one that didn't kill everybody. MoHo HoBo relay. No, it's not. We should go look at the craft we're going to go save first, right? Do you guys think that might be a plan? I think it might be a plan. Not the single seat. We'll switch to that for the moment. No hello to hello MSX. How you doing? So, what's the thought process behind the name change? Always very interesting. Oh, could this guy save itself? Oh, it totally can. It totally can. I do that. Oh, look, there they are. I do this quite often just to make sure I leave like a fuel tank somewhere ready to go. This looks like it's going to run out of power. Yeah, this surely does. Literally as. I should have turned the engine on. Okay, so this is the second one we need to go save. It's better company. Alright, cool. Okay, these are the people we need to go save. Again, we could probably land this with relative safety. This one literally has no engines. I think these are all empty. So my plan is we're going to come up, slam the claw into this tank here, turn around and bring it back. I see no reason why not to do that. We've got some extra parachutes that we can land with. This was a MoHo lander. RCS, my dude. My dude. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you speak monumental truth. Are we focused on Kerbal? We're not focused. Hey, can I focus on Kerbin, please? I'm trying to focus on my planet of my birth. Thank you very much. Never going to be able to click that spacecraft there, am I? Space Center, here we come. Deorbit with... Oh, deorbit it with... Oh, no. It's good, it's good. I've just spent all this time making this craft. But the craft, I think, might not have any RCS boosters, RCS ports on it. Which, it's a bit of an oversight. What do I think of the World Cup? I'm sorry, I'm disinterested. I hear there's been some weirdness, like the USA doing much better than expected. But this is just things that people have told me. Let me know, what do you think of the World Cup? How do you feel like it's been going? Let's recover that one. Oh, we totally should have looked for some contracts. USA was shocking other than for the England game. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I do hear like that when they were good, it was a quite a surprise. Snatch and save. Great. Whenever people go, oh yeah, it's good apart from the politics, I do feel like I have to remind everybody that politics is how we get on with people we don't know. It's hard, right? It's hard. Okay, let's figure out how we're going to put some of these RCS ports on here. These are the small ones. These are the small ones. All right, we're going to slap those out like that and give us some orthogonal 5 horns. Okay, great. And then come down here, and I suppose these will do, and then we'll slap them top and bottom, but this time with the other type of symmetry. And you as well. But this one, I'm going to go all the way around. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that should be much better balanced. Okay, let's save that, and yeah, we're going to launch this one. 35-degree weather. Yeah, I can hear the troubles there. So do you think that the heat is the problem? Do you think that people aren't performing as expected? Oh, did Poland get eliminated? Oh, I didn't hear about that. I didn't hear about that. That's unfortunate. I do find myself rooting for Poland in various things. I've known so many Polish people over my time now. I'm just like, yeah. Okay, Burbles again. How are you doing, my good friend? We've got... Everything seems to be good. Everything seems to be good. I think what we're going to do... Why will you never let me... No, not you. This one here. You. There we go. Set that as target. I think we're going to put ourselves in orbit and then try and meet them again on the way round. Rather than trying to meet them up here, I think we'll wait for them to come down... which might give us time to watch these two. And yeah. Okay, there we go. They seem to be in a perfectly equatorial orbit. So with that, 3, 2, 1, let's go! Oh, Germany also get knocked out early. I did not know about that either. These are all shames. These are all shames. Okay, we're taking off about 2 Gs. That's almost perfect for the way that I like to exit out of the atmosphere. I will take that. I feel like we got a little bit of wobble, but that's fine. I'm now going to prograde this. All right, beautiful. I totally could have tried out my script for this one. I've been playing a bit with the Kerbal operating system let's bring that down just a little bit, I can see the air effects are starting to come through pretty strong, so I'd rather not do that if at all possible. Next UEFA Cup should be hosted in somewhere like Lisbon. I will bow to your knowledge about that one. I mean, Morocco would be fun. Again, I think you got a bit of a heat issue in Morocco, but yeah, I could definitely see why that would be a more viable choice. Okay, 70. I think we only want to go up to 100 or so. Bit awkward. I was definitely expecting to drop more, drop these much earlier than this. Okay, that's fine. 2 efficient craft. That's fine. It's not a problem. The reason that we stopped where we are, 114. Actually, we can keep going just a little bit. And I suppose technically this side of the orbit doesn't matter all that much. 1 AM to watch the game. I mean, this is one of the problems with having a World Cup, is that no matter where you are, there's the other side of the planet somewhere, right? So there's always going to be problems. But yeah, I mean, actually, that's a good point. Like, as we move into the future, things are going to get hotter. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, if you heard. I sure have experienced that the weather is getting a lot hotter as time has gone on. So how are we going to be dealing with sports? Like, what happens when the Olympics have to be held in the North Pole? It's called soccer. I mean, yeah, whatever. You know, would people? I mean, I don't know if I'd travel. Hey, Cyber Otaku, bacon for dinner. What a good choice. What a good choice. I mean, to be fair, like, American English and English, British English? Yeah, we'll go with that. Are 2 different languages. It just happens to be that we share a lot of core vocabulary. So you, like, soccer, it can be quite easily called soccer in one language and football in another. You know, there's no problem with that. Football, yeah. Iceland, Sweden, Norway finally about to make it back. Like, Norway's making bank anyway. They've got some nice resources with not too many people to share them out amongst, at least, you know, in theory. Yeah. Sukar. Oh, here we go. Wait, stop. Turn this on. No, that was the gears. Don't be a fool. These all come out. Oh, we're about to have same vessel interaction problems. Can I stop this? Yeah, okay. Let's just see how many explodes. 3, 2, 1, F5. 3, 2, 1, stage. Okay, that's good. Let's get ourselves up into orbit and we'll watch what these things are going to do. When British say soccer, do they mean football? Yeah, we very rarely use the word soccer. Like, there are occasional, like, federations, like the Soccer Federation and stuff like that. But the word soccer very rarely even gets used. Imagine not having your own language. I mean, yeah. Hey, Sparks, how you doing? Indeed, you are here. Yeah, you good? You having a good times? I sure do hope so. We're having some football talk. It's not normally what we talk about here, but lots of people are talking about it, so I will pass some opinions. Okay, let's try and make sure that we're gonna actually make it to the orbit we need to make it to here. I seem to be, like, stuttering around, but that's fine. The speed is it's interesting. We're high enough that we don't really have to worry about it too much. But I'm just gonna, like, 5-degree nose up here. You just got home from work. What do you do for work, my friend? Canadish. Oh, we're talking about the what the Canadish and Americanism. No, no. He is the toaster. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah. You got me, monkey. You got me. He is indeed a toaster salesman. I knew this. We'll just cut that off at about 100. That seems good. In fact, have we pushed up to the other side? That's fine. We'll live with that. We'll live with that. Now, there's 4 bits of debris here that we need to watch. There they are. No, that's not them. These are them. You switch to. You're Canadian, so Canadan. You're Canadan. So if you say Canadan, I will say something. Do you speak? That's another weird pairing of languages that interest me. Is the like actual French and French Canadian. Because again, like us, like the Brits and Americans, they can understand each other, but there's a lot of weird words that don't quite work for each other. At least as far as I have been led to believe. And this is just talking to random people across the internet and some French people I know. So yeah, it's kind of like American versus British English, you know. What other languages do that? Because there's got to be a whole host of them out there that I just don't know about because I'm British, so we don't think about other people's languages, right? So do what? In the same way that American English and British English, and then you've got French Canadian and French. They're close, but they're not exact, right? I wonder what other pairings you've got like that. Most of the world speaks English, Spanish, and French thanks to the colonies. Yeah. Dutch. There are lots of different Dutch, right? Yeah. I've heard of lots of different Dutches. So yeah, these are things that I'm just thinking about. I didn't pop my. We're gonna die. So this is a thing that would have been solved in the VAB. Dang it. Belgium's controversial. I hear this. Oh man, I feel bad. The decouplers should have had the parachutes with them. That's the problem, and it didn't happen. Why didn't it happen? I'm an idiot who likes to talk too much, right? Oh, look. Oh, here come the other two. Whoosh. That was something. I wasn't expecting them. Is Belgian the way the Belgique language is said? I don't know. Oh no, we did it! Oh, we did it, guys! Oh, the thing that I thought I hadn't done actually did get done. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes. Alright, cool. This is great. It's a mix of French, Dutch, and German. Yeah. Alright. Fair play. I imagine it's kind of like being a Brit. These aren't going to slow down in time. Oh, this is great. Look at this. The air brakes, very well done with the suggestion, guys. That's it. Oh man, how am I saying that? McMore? Canada, Nova Scotia is full of Macau people? I'm not sure how to. Oh, are any going to blow up as they fall over? Oh. Alright, next problem. I can't disable the air brakes because we don't have any control units. Close that. We're gonna recover. Migma? Okay, thanks. Or Migma? Obviously, group of people that I know nothing about at all. But again, I'm a Brit. I don't know what's going on outside the waters. You should do another one, but have one booster without the air brakes to see the difference. I mean, given the way that we came screaming in at about 200 meters per second, I think they were probably important. Yeah. Oh. So, I feel like it is my duty to bring some science news to you every now and then. And by science news, this is like 4 years old, 5 years old, something like that. But, I've only just found out about it, so I'm going to tell you guys as well. So looking for planets, it's a very hard thing to do. Like, it is incredibly difficult. Look at all these things that we've got over here. I'm just going to recover these. Did you know that, like, we've not found many planets, or any planets via the transit method, more than a couple of hundred light years away. I don't know what the deepest Kepler planet, furthest Kepler planet found. Let's see if Google can help me. The most distant exoplanet found by Kepler is 17,000 light years. Okay, sounds like a big number, and it is. It is a big number. 17,000 light years is, I don't know, 3,000 times more than the distance to the next star, which I know is a terrible way. But these numbers are so big that you can only really compare them to distances to stars and stuff like that. Even the distances to planets are nothing compared to the distances between stars, right? And that in itself is also nothing compared to the distance between galaxies. So anyway, we found another planet in another galaxy. I was studying it earlier on this week. There's a neutron star. Do you guys know what neutron stars are? Like after a big star has died, but not big enough to become a black hole, you get this like compressed, squished core of the star. Right? It's done fusing all its elements, and it's just. Gravity has squished this thing down as far as it will possibly squish. And so you've just got this thing left over. And sometimes when you've got these neutron stars, most of the stars in the universe are binary. When a big cloud of gas collapses, it very rarely does it all down to one single point. So you quite often end up with two stars spinning around each other. So when one, and they won't be the same size. So one of them will burn through its fuel faster, become a neutron star, and then the other one can get big, like a black hole, but just before a black hole. So black holes are defined by the speed of light, right? So the gravity is so fast that the G value, like on Earth, we get sucked to the floor roughly 10 meters per second, right? If you dropped an egg, a second later it'll be going 10 meters per second, right? If you did it on a neutron star, a second later it's going a significant fraction of the speed of light, right? We're probably talking half the speed of light, something like that. But it's not the speed of light. That's the key thing. Around a black hole, if you dropped it straight down, it would very quickly accelerate to the speed of light, and that's why light cannot escape it, right? Because it's got to fight up against that. But anyway, so one star dies, and the other star becomes something that's called a red dwarf, a red giant. Our sun's going to become a red giant. It's when it stops burning hydrogen, and all the hydrogen in the outer layers starts getting burnt. This is a way oversimplification, but because all the outer layers are now hot, they're getting big and puffy, and it gets so big and so puffy that the outside layers of the star start what's called accreting. The neutron star starts eating its brother. All right, that's the only way to really talk about it, right? That neutron star is just like om nom nom, give me all this tasty gas. And as the gas is falling down onto the neutron star, it produces a lot of X-rays, just like you get in the hospital. It's just like matter is being sped up really fast, it slams into something, and a whole bunch of X-rays come out. It's exactly how an X-ray machine works as well. So anyway, we've got this thing in the Whirlpool galaxy. It's called. It's like 57 million light years away or something like that. I can't remember the exact. It's not more than 100. It's definitely more than 10 million light years away. So it's eating all this gas, and the gas is making a whole bunch of X-rays, and then we're watching it because that's interesting, right? That's an interesting thing to try and get some data from. And suddenly it turns off. Then it comes back on about half hour later, exactly as strong as before. Like, let's show that. And once a whole bunch of... Oh, all right, another 3. Gone the other way, that's fine. Once all of the gas... Oh, another 3. Hey, sorry, I just realised what happened there. Hello, mate. So it wasn't like the gas stopped flowing onto the neutron star, because it came back exactly as it left, right? So it probably just carried on going. Where's the craft I'm looking for? It's going to be here somewhere. It's not you. Blop, blop. Snatch and save. So because X-rays are so bright, oh my, they are very high energy. We can watch this from another galaxy. And it's the first planet that we've probably seen in another galaxy. As a Saturn-sized planet, went in front of this X-ray. Currently stalking out an English teacher's cut. Oh, dude. I've got to say I'm against this, but okay. I mean, if you're looking to do real damage, brake cleaners are what you want. You just kind of like spread it. No. Just need to get through the polish, right? Good news, the sun will not explode. It will, however, become big enough to probably eat Earth. But then afterwards, it's going to become what's called a white dwarf. It's just what, like, the core of the sun. It's not big enough to press down to start fusing, in this case, carbon. How are we going to set this up to make sure we can get this right? Let's go add a maneuver. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of star stuff recently, so if you guys need to know anything about stars, I'm here for you. Can I get next orbit? It killed my target. Why is this? Set as target. Are you here? Let's do it this way instead. Graphical interface? No, you. Where's the one where I can jump forwards a day or so? You know what I'm saying? Okay, here we go. This is how we find out. Ooh. I mean, that's pretty good. Let's see if we can't line these up. Something like, something like that. I mean, that, when I say something like that, it is indeed something like that. 5 kilometers. I'll take the 5 kilometers that we've got there. All right, great. Let's create an alarm. Wait, this boost return is way out of line. Okay. Maneuver. Like, we had things come through the atmosphere when that alarm was supposed to be set for. This is like save the MoHo HoBo. There we go. MoHo HoBo. Okay, cool. Oh, in fact, that's the next thing. Oh, no. Wait. I'm confusing myself because I wanted to come over to here and jump into this guy. We're gonna see whether we can like slam into the atmosphere. Will we live? No. Well, I mean, at that point, we've got a whole bunch of other problems. So in the next couple of billion years, like the sun is getting hotter all the time. And before it even goes red giant, there's gonna, like, the Earth is gonna get cooked, all right? Despite, like, not even thinking about what we're doing to the planet, all right? like we're gonna cook the planet anyway. But before, well, I don't know about before. We're gonna do it faster than the sun will do it. That's for definite. Unless we fix it, right? Species go bye-bye. I mean, we're probably going to move to Mars, and then from Mars to the moons of Jupiter, which, like, that's great. The problem with the moons of Jupiter is there's a lot of radiation there. I mean, the problem with Mars is there's also a lot of radiation because there's not much atmosphere. Like, one of the great things about being an Earthican is that we've got all this atmosphere trying to stop us from being cooked by all the X-rays and UV and stuff coming from the sun. Like, the sun is what can be modeled as something that's known as a black body emitter. Don't worry about my careful language there. You can think of it as the sun is a black body emitter, which means that it absorbs any light that you shine on it because it's just too bright, all right? But it then also emits in all the wavelengths. I mean, mostly green because the sun is green. I know it doesn't look like it, but it's because our eyes are really bad at telling the difference between mostly green and then everything else. Anyway. So yeah, we need to learn how to deal as squishy meat things with the horrific cancer-causing radiation that's just everywhere in space. You know, it comes along and just like a single particle would like bing, and then our DNA rips apart, right? Because there's just too much energy. Just too much energy. Oh, I finished my tea and I am sad. Build more atmosphere to stop the sun. She wanted us to write by hand a whole task that was supposed to be done by speaking. So you wrote it in rainbow crayon. I mean, points for aesthetics, surely. Everybody's got to live and everybody's going to die. Everybody just want to have a good time. I think you know the reason why. I mean, yeah. Have you seen? Oh, I don't know whether to point this out to you if you're not already aware of the existential dread that is Xerbera. But Xerbera has like put a new video out. Existential Turtle Boy. Talking all about absurdism, you know, so like nihilism's a pretty sick, like, you know, what are we here for? Nobody knows, right? And probably, given the best line of thought that we've got, there is no reason why, right? It's all just a little bit silly. So yeah, I thought about flexing your knowledge muscles, but decided, nah, yeah. I mean, robots are cool. I am mildly burning up. This is fine. This is fine. We're just recovering some parts that are due to come through the atmosphere. I just want to get my $2.5 grand because that's important, having launched a 250,000 spacecraft. Now I could talk a long time about robots. More about the ethics of robots, right? Like at the moment, it's not a big thing, right? We don't really have to worry about the checkout robot worrying about the quality of his life, right? Its life. But at some point, we're gonna want to put enough intelligence into our robots that we got to worry about how it thinks about things. Yeah. So, you know, I say thank you to Google when it does stuff on my phone, you know. if I'm speaking to it, I'm like, hey, could you please set an alarm? It will say, hey, here's the alarm. And I say thank you because I would rather be a well-kept pet than trodden under the heels of the robots, you know. Does it snow at mine? Not right now. Not right now. Hey, Georgie Corgi. But Georgie has just had some amazing Kerbal video responses at the moment. If you've not seen their folding plane, I highly encourage you to go through and check out that video. The land speed record on Minmus also good. We should, if we're not doing anything in a little bit, we'll go set some land speed records. Got no snow there. Yeah, I'm not. It's cold, but not that cold here. We're hovering somewhere about 3 degrees, and I think it needs to come just a little bit lower for the snow. You got snow? Dude, I'm actually jealous. Actually jealous. I'll kind of be surprised if we have any straight up snow around here. But I live in a city at the moment, so that's yeah. I wonder whether North Wales. Let's have a look. Wales snow. Shush. Okay. Will it snow in Wales? Snow risk forecast. Let's find out, shall we? Snow risk 0% snow risk today. Okay, reject all. Thank you. Thursday. There's some more snow risks. Ooh. I wonder whereabouts. There's like a 90% snow risk on Friday. I mean, I doubt it's in Cardiff. Like, I'm in the middle of a city, so like it's kept very mild here because everybody keeps their houses warm and stuff, right? Trying to do a no-map MUN mission without cockpit. I like doing the IVA missions, you know, the just sitting in the thing, because I've learned how to get to the moon without having to plan my maneuvers and stuff. You know, you just got about there would actually be all right. You know, if you start burning. Yeah, maybe we'll do some challenges in a stream in a little bit. Not this one because we got stuff to do, but yeah, land speed record on Minmus would be nice, and the IVA. I wonder, did I install that mod? I think I did install that mod. I've got one that lets you get out and walk around in the IVA. We'll go check that out. Are you becoming a KSP trendsetter? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I might actually do them as videos. I need to remodel your big chunk of drill rig. You discovered too little fuel. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. It was a good looking craft though. I still have 2 vessels to dock because it's Apollo style. Yeah, nice. Would you play one of your Making History DLC? Yeah, probably. Have you played Agent OK? My series of I need to go and make sure they still work. Actually, I've got a series of Making History missions. They should all be up on the workshop. I need the free the free IVA is what I've literally just installed. Yeah, Agent OK was great. It's a pretty hard set of missions, I do have to say. Like you gotta undock from a space, not undock. You like throw yourself out of the door of a space station. Use the space station to figure out what maneuver you need to make to be able to match up with this other craft. Then use your jetpack to fly over there. There's another one where you launch from the water up into space. What else did I do? Paragliding one. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of really, really good ones that I'd done. I'm going to have to go back and make sure they still work. Quite proud of them. Quite proud of them. But I've not looked at them for like 3 years. I'm going to go with 3 years. Might be longer, might be less. I don't know. This one. Name. Oh, I'll have to go. It's been too long for me to remember all the details. I will go double check. I will post them in the Discord, the KSP Discord that we got. Hopefully one day I'll be able to get back onto Facebook and I'll be able to go like claim my 7,000 member group back. Or at least say hello to the admins and be like, hey, thank you for looking after it for me. I've been locked out of Facebook for so long. Is it bad that after making 2 KSP videos, you're already out of ideas? No, that's not bad. Like trying to come up with a consistent number of ideas is really difficult. It's really difficult. It's one of the reasons why I just play career nowadays, because it's tough. It's tough. See if we can come up with some decent ideas for Georgie's videos. What do you guys think? Short little missions. Can you do like I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I don't know either. You definitely like. I feel like your look at my crazy vehicles is a better way. I have some things to do immediately after my stream, but yeah, if I'm not doing anything, I'll come stick my head in. I'd say if I'm not doing anything, I'm going to meet up with my girlfriend and talk online, so I might very well be doing other things, but yeah, I'll check. Come up with crazy vehicles, yeah. I mean, how about some sort of like a car that you drive up to the VAB and then its wheels push down and you can like make your way all the way to the top of the VAB, like a telescopic craft. I don't know whether that's going to be a thing, whether that's a duo or not. I'm just coming up with ideas, you know. I think the reason one of your folding the reason your folding plane did so well is because everybody wants to make a folding plane, right? So what other craft are there that is pretty cool? Like, do you want to steal my jumping walker idea? You can totally do that. Have you seen? Maybe I'll put a video out for that. Right there. About to lose signal. There we go. Any lift? No lift. No lift. That's unfortunate. I've got a feeling we're going to blow this one up as well. Yep, there he goes. Holding quite stable, to be fair. Oh, and suddenly all the lift. Now no more. Ooh, and then swap over. I mean, so far, this has been the only bit to survive. Those guys are gonna explode again. Ba-bam. And that one. Ooh. Extra bits are exploding. What about that one? Is that not going to explode? What's up with you? It's already too far out of range for the heat to actually be working anymore. Crazy disco one. Look at that. Oh, that's great. The lift is just everywhere. Drag is quite consistent, but that lift. Woo-wee. Hello, Moon. How are you? Like a MoHo climber, something that could like squeeze some wheels in and out and go up and down the MoHo. A MoHo elevator. That's kind of a good idea. Have you seen the KSP Dark Arts videos? No, I've not. No, I've not. Sounds like something I should have though. And we are back to plummeting. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I would appreciate. Look at those G's up and down, up and down. Ooh, what? Can't decide. Okay, we are good. I kind of want to know what happened to that other bit of debris. Did it die? Oh, it's hard to tell. Hey, we got some actual landed stuff over there as well. Should probably go around and check Kerbin and like make sure all the stuff that's on the surface have actually been picked up. Okay, here we go. We're going to be a kilometre above the surface very shortly. I wish this darkness carried on all the way. Like this serious, like, LOD line. You know, the level of detail change from close to far. It's quite a dramatic step, you know. It's quite. You would have thought someone who had done such a beautiful job with all of this would have made that just a little bit smoother. I assume it's where the lighting engine ends, you know, like the lighting calculation. I don't know about the end, the engine, but. Oh, it's a long way to fall to the ground. Some strong drag. Is it interesting that the parachute drag comes from here, not from the actual parachutes? I find that very interesting. I wonder whether there's a thing we could do to make that look a bit weirder. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's got to be some physics exploit from the fact that what we're seeing is not what's happening. I suppose it makes it because, like, we can move the spread however we want, right? So, and that does nothing. Little disappointed that moving the spread out doesn't do all of them. You gotta choose each one individually. Like, I've not removed them from the symmetry, which is normally when things like that happen. Okay, touching the ground. I think we're about to ruin this plant's day. I might be wrong here. Oh. Bop. And here's a new little hotel. No, recover that. This game is 10 years old. Yeah, probably. I've been playing it for about that long as well. In fact, I've been playing since, like, way into early access, like, yeah. So it might even be longer. The big rig has 27 engineers, which combined with the 36 drills gives about 10 ore per second. Nice. But what about the conversion rate? That's the question. That's where I'm struggling, is with conversion rate. Oh, we should go check on the. Oh no, we've got an alarm set. The big rock that we're looking for. It's set up to make a plane change at some point. Like 6-ish. Okay, yeah, cool. Oh, we've been in and out of the game window a lot today. Look at the lag on this load. Lag on the load. Okay, we got 4.8 grand that time. That's pretty good. 70. We must have been much closer than I thought we were. Much closer than I thought we were. Okay, let's go to the tracking station and have a look. You want to know something? I find you funny. Do you find me funny? Why am I funny? What have I done to be funny? I mean, I hope I do have my various moments of mirth. Okay, double click on Kerbin. I'm gonna look for anything on the surface. Like look at this one down here. Like that. That's one that needs recovering. Thank you very much. We should probably gone and looked at it, but yeah. Like this one over here. Should we go have a look? Should we go have a look? There's a probe and everything. Let's go see. I'm interested in the various things that have crashed on the planet. I'm always very, very interested. Your words, choices, and acts. Yeah, I mean that's me. It also definitely gets a bit harder as the stream moves on. Like we've been going for an hour and a half now, which doesn't sound like a lot. Like there are people out there that stream like 8 hours a day. I have no idea how it happens. Like how they don't just devolve into great big long pauses, you know, and stuff like that. There's definitely like you just scroll back in the timeline down at the bottom. Like down here somewhere. Scroll back to about here, and you can hear the difference between me now and me then. Okay, all right. This is a weird little thing. Oh, Heather. I presume this is Heather. I mean, like, I don't know what other it could be. Like, these are oxeye daisies, right? And then there was another plant that we've seen around. Like, those ferns. Are they ferns? They could be ferns. These red ones. Are they poppies? I don't know. They could be tulips. Could be anyone. Fuel is at 6.4 and oxidizer at 8.414. Nice. 6.64, sorry. Stream for 5 hours. Well, I have done some big streams. I don't think I'm very entertaining past 2 hours. I'm normally trying to get something done if I'm that far into a stream, rather than like being the singing and dancing showman. I never sing, I never dance. I shouldn't say I never sing. I do quite often just be like do. Especially when we're waiting like this. Oh man. Especially when we're waiting like this. At some point I should actually get round to having a small green screen behind me. You can all like look at my podgy middle-aged face. From station to Mimas to refuel to station is about 5 in-game hours. That's not too bad. 4.46 again. Okay, cool. We're scrounging some money back. It's not much, but it's some. Okay. Let's go try and like snatch that guy. Feels too little at the station. Yeah. These are problems. Like it's the same problem I had with. Oh, hello. These are some expected orbits. It's the same problem I had with. No, the asteroids and stuff. I got my craft over there, and then they just couldn't do the job. You know. This is not the. I'm going to see how much fuel we got. That's what I'm here to do. Is to see how much fuel we've got at the moment. I want to know whether this is on its way to being filled up or not. Because this has been running the whole time we've been on. The first thing I did when I got here on stream was make sure that this was producing fuel and producing enough ore to fulfill all the production needs. I mean, the fact that I don't have any engineers on board is really hurting my game, but I do be a goofball on the stream. I have to side Goofy or get this Goofy. Oh yeah, I mean the persona that I have on stream, not like a million miles away from the. Why was this like empty? Do I have to sit here and watch this fuel up? Wait, what? Does this not? I thought this filled up while I wasn't looking at it. Oh, man. Nuclear reactors for that. Good idea. I think I'm gonna just, like, maybe fast forward through this fueling process. At least until one of my alarm goes off. Got, like, 5 hours. Sure we'll be fine. Solar panels lagging your game too much. Yeah, fair. Should get you to rate your gaming editing setup. I mean, yeah. I will be like, yeah, that's a microphone on a toilet roll. Well done. To be fair, there is nothing wrong with whatever setup you have. All right, as long as you can get the game recorded, you're good, right? Like that's it. That's everything you need to have a great time. Spelled that wrong. Switch to. Welcome back. Counterpoint, get good audio. I mean, I would actually say your gaming setup includes a Bowie knife stuck in your desk. Yeah, I might avoid that one personally. But yeah. Oh, you know what we haven't done? Let's do it now. Yeah. View from burbles. And what button is it to get out? Like, why? Unbuckled. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't actually go out this way. This craft was not designed for this. But we can get out. We can have a look around. We can be like, whoa. I do like this. I do like this. There's a weird... Did you guys see that weird plane there? There was another one. I think someone's been a little bit too zealous with the... Is it frustrum culling? Is that the name of it? Okay, so do I press Y to get back? There's C to reset, right? There we go. Cool. And is it C to leave? It is C to leave. Okay, great. That's good. That's good. What is this? Hello. Needs fuel. I mean, we could go give the needs fuel, but that's not what we're doing. We are here to set that as target. Do I just push through? Let's push through. Apologies for any the photosensitive epileptics out there. Low video quality is acceptable. Low audio quality is a turn off. Yeah, that's cool. You can indeed tell a story, Sparks. Go for it. You wish you had the mod. I mean, mod is something that only really gets handed out to people that have like repeatedly shown themselves to be a good. I don't know how to say it. Like community example might be the way. If you've been hanging out for a good time, you like give people the lowdown of what's going on and stuff like that. You know, it's good. Posted the rate. Oh, hang on. Your setup. Oh, we got a new person coming to the Discord. Let's say hi. Oh, I double hide there, and then get rid of one of those. And we got that's. I mean that works. That works. That's good. That's good. You actually do have a microphone. Okay, I did not realize. Did not realize. Oh, the custom RCS. Okay, yeah. I've not seen it, but. I shouldn't be looking at Discord. I'm gonna just get massively distracted. Let's come back here. So we've got ourselves 2 seconds to do a burn. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Just turn around. I'm sure it'll be fine. No problems. No problems. Ready? 3, 2. Oh, don't start spinning now. 3, 2, 1, go. Hopefully, at some point, my boy Burbles down here will be able to start pointing. Like, there's another button here that unlocks after a while that enables you to point towards the maneuver node. Okay, we're going to drop our chemical rockets very, very shortly. I need to clear my throat just a little bit too. And are we all going to be like posting our setups, because mine is terrible at the moment. Mine, I having to like cram into the space that the university dorm is kind of like assigned to me. That was real. Oh, okay, go again. Oh, shaky shakes. Stop. Ah, why? Oh no, my game just crashed. Don't do this. I've done this so often recently. I say so often. 2 weeks in a row now, which is, it's not that often, but it's a bit more than normal. Because I know exactly what went wrong. You know how I was like, I need to remember to auto-strut these? I didn't remember to auto-strut those. Yeah, another 3's got it. These slammed straight in as I was saying it. Can I get back to this and we'll like start the game up before it crashes? Or everything could just hang up for a second, really worry me. Goofus. I'll take a Goofus. Hey, this is weird. It actually like crashed the launcher as well. I mean, this game tries so hard to not let you close the launcher. All right, for the future, you just kind of crash your game a bit weird. Rate your setup. Let's have a look. Oh, no, I've seen your setup before. No, like 10 out of 10. Like, it's great. It's great. I mean, I couldn't work under such conditions. Let's see. First off, is there anything on my desk I don't want to take a photo of? Mine is... Sorry, I'm miles away from the microphone here because I'm now going to post this up to Discord myself. Mine is distance. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. Hang about. Let me put this main lobby, Twitchi's public events. There we go. There we go. There's my, like, surprisingly empty at the moment. Surprisingly barren. It has new trash. Indeed, it does. Let's get rid of that. That's not a thing. I love some of these pictures on the startup, by the way. I think a lot of these are great. Should you get another monitor? Do you find yourself too cramped? Which aspect ratio? No, none of these are 4:3. They're both 16:9. The one with the microphone in front of it is it's a bit weird. It's literally 9. Oh, that is my phone. It's just my phone. Yeah, in fact, you know what? That's right. Why is it not as wide as my phone? Yeah, that's yeah, okay. I will look into why that's done that. There's no way it's... Maybe it's Discord trying to save some frames? Aha! Welcome to the Tuesday stream, guys! Stream career, go. Let's go turn some auto struts on. This is where we find out it did a save when I changed from one craft to the other, and I've just got to live with the fact that it's blown up. Yeah, it's fairly low quality. I'm alright with that. Mainly because if I turn it up one more, like Discord starts complaining about my files being too large. I think that was the problem. Okay, what do we reckon? Explosions? Do we reckon explosions have happened, or have they gone, or are they, I feel like we might be in troubles. What's that green thing on your desk, Aston? I mean, there's a couple of green things on my desk. One is a baggie full of batteries, because, you know, that's what you do. And the one at the back is my lip seal, because it's cold weather right now. And I'd rather not have my face, like, just be a bunch of cuts. Yeah, nothing, no medicine on display at the moment. Oh, this is actually a little bit better than when we got here last time. I've got all this time to turn around. We can pop the fairing. Look at that, great. And then here, wait, up the front here, auto strut root part. Tell me this is also auto strut root part. Okay, great. And then we're going to do the one behind it. That's going to auto strut to the heaviest part. I don't know what the heaviest part is at the moment. We'll find out. We're going to arm and arm, because I think these look a lot better like that. Yeah, a lot better like that. And whilst we're at it, turn that off. Turn this on. Yeah, look at that. In fact, maybe better like this. Well, one of my favourite things, this little interior overlay button down the bottom right. It's so cool. I think it's the best thing to put. Auto strut moment, indeed. Let's put these on the back here as well. Maybe that's a thing you could do, Georgie. Like, see what the strength of auto struts are. Like, try and... I mean, this might actually sound like more something that I would do. Like, try and like put a maximum strain on the auto strut, see what it does. Yes. Let's go. 4 hours. Here we go. Spinny round, spinny round. Hello, Kerbal. Bye, Kerbal. Hello, Kerbal. Bye, Kerbal. That's great. I don't like the fact that when you're looking through the back of the craft, you got this little disc there. Like, I get it, but you'll figure something out. I mean, to be fair, most of these. Did you know that asthma medicine was and probably is a cover for asteroids and cross-country skiing? No, I didn't know that. I mean, I would have used it as a cover for something else, but no, I did not know that. That's cool. Oh, of course, because it like opens your lungs out, and yeah, I mean, it could be both at the same time. You just want it to be a random hobby. Yeah, no, fair enough. That's cool. Like revel in your algorithmic blessing. and just be like that. Yeah, no, I'm down. To be honest, like the only reason I still stream is because I like hanging out with you guys, having a chat. You know, it's great. I don't get to talk to as many people as I used to now that I've like left my old life behind to go and become an astrophysicist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast stuff. It was a big thing when your representative said that she was the only cross-country skier without asthma. Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna auto-strut these to the root part as well. Kinda scared now. Three, 2, 1. Oh, little bit early. I'm gonna cut the engine this time. We're gonna pop. Okay. I mean, not quite what I want, but let's push that away. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We're going. This is good. Let's look and see. Oh no. Okay. Cool. That's cool. Can we get any closer? Yes. The numbers are working for us. Interesting that it's just there. Did I just miss it? 121. Okay, that's why I've got to get my orbit so close to being the same as theirs. Okay, that makes sense. I want all these numbers to be as low as possible. And thankfully, they're both going down. Sometimes, when you get closer, the speed starts increasing. Oh, 8, 7, 6, 5. I'll take a 5.5. 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. That took too long to change. I'm gonna take that as good. What did you miss? I had to crash my game. No. So when we staged, this thing shook itself apart. So we came back and auto-strutted everything, which totally not cheating, honestly. There's a probe we need to send back though, so let's go back and switch to. Do you reckon we've got the fuel to be able to just turn around and slow? Look at Discord. Hey, we got some more PC setups. This good. I should have actually put my PC on board because like it's all RGB'd and stuff. Your setup looks incredibly like my setup. That's nice. That's nice. It's amazing how we all kind of like converge on the same idea, right? Okay, so we come in here. Inside here, we open this up. And inside, I've got a little bit of a fuel source. Boop, boop. Okay, cool. So we've only got 336 meters per second, but we can come up here and we can go add a maneuver, and we ask it to like slow down here. And something like that should be more than plenty. I mean, honestly. How much there? Okay, so no, we can't do it there. I mean, that's pretty good right there. The closer we are... Oh, excuse me. The closer we are to apoapsis, the more efficient this particular burn is. Oh, no, wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. But Like, if I just go, hey, that's all my... No, that's not all my fuel. Give me the control back. We should be able to just kind of burn like this. I mean, literally anywhere. Anywhere I want to land. So we're going to go up to the top, and we're just going to do it the way I'd previously set up. If we can't do it from where I am right now, I ain't interested. We're just going to crash here. Is that anywhere near the KSC? No. Do I want to try and come back close to the KSC? I mean, yes, I do, but I don't think that's going to work out as well for me as I would hope. Oh. About there. This is going to be coming down just far too hard, though. Look at this. Look at this. Like, I got this much speed distance to try and slow myself down, which I still... No, 200 meters per second is not enough. Not enough, my friends. So we're going to try and do this the other way by speeding up around the entire planet once. Like, I'm sure that's not going to be a problem. Look at that. Second time round. Ooh. Let's, wait, graphical interface. A bit faster. You know what, that'll do. I'll take that 32.5 meters per second. We will create an alarm. Booster return. Add that alarm. Thank you very much. Now we cross back over to snatch and save. Go see when we're going to match up. Look at the story time. So one night ago, a plane was full of happy campers. It was on the desert runway. Oh man, I like the desert runway. It's definitely a underutilized one. I like the way Matt Lown was like, hey, have you guys known about this launch site that pretty much everybody knows about at this point? It was good, yo. It was good. So this is 26 minutes. 4 minutes. Warp here? I feel like I've been lied to. I've definitely been lied to. Oh, this is a manual alarm. Wait. Delete and close. I've got a problem here. Would you believe I have a problem? Probe, switch to. Clear my throat. Do apologise. Maybe I should have done it during this load. What I should have done is come over here, created this alarm, maneuver. There we go. Booster return. I don't know what I call it. Is it a booster? Is it just like the lower stage? I don't know what you want to call it, but it's one of those. An hour and 22. Okay, that's a bit more reasonable. That's a bit more reasonable. Switch to. Boom, the engine broke, yeah. As if it's just one problem. All I ever face in my life is just one problem. You know? It's just one after the other. You can't worry about your next problem while you've got one problem, you know? Maybe warp to here. See how we going. We going fine by the looks of it. Switch to target. Okay, I think this is going to be pretty good. Is that them? Oh, that might actually be them. That totally is. That totally is. Okay, I'm going to do my standard trick of trying to bring my orbits closer together. The fact that we are very nearly straight lines here. Do you see burbles down here? You don't see burbles down here. That's just a me artifact. Okay. Wait, why don't I see burbles? Why does... I kind of wish they'd stay there on the map view, actually. Okay, let's do the thing that I was trying to do. Turns out, yes. Very good. Very good. Very good. Let's go full blast. Oh, look, here comes the ascending node. If they line up perfectly, that's going to be the closest we're going to get to a perfect match. Okay, that's going to be good for now. Warp here. I'm gonna push retrograde, but it snapped me around to the wrong way. Oh, here we go. 14.5 kilometers. Now the real thing is, I now just have to wait, and that is hard for me. I struggle to just sit here and wait. Oh, that's nice. We've got a little bit of like rotation left over. That's very nice. I mean, all we've got to do is slow down by 68 meters. It's not going to be much. Boom! The plane, it hit nose down, Mark 1 into the ground, but no Kerbal would know any. Gotta watch what I'm doing. Wouldn't know till morning that the plane crashed. Wait, government cover-up, you say? Oh, it's loaded. It's loaded. Okay, this is great. I should now just be drifting towards it at like 28 meters per second. 1.4 kilometers is a long distance to go at 28 meters per second, though. Let's speed it up some more. Might even be time to drop to RCS rather than the things that I'm using on the back here, the nuclear engines. Now the question is, oh, whoops, pressed the wrong button. The question is, do I need to come back with this, or do I just push it and then it can land itself? These are hard questions to answer. Now, I am the one covered with parachutes, but let's go and have a look and see what this is saying it's at. I almost feel like this needs to be done like this. Okay, here we go. Maybe this is a little bit too close. Target, half a meter per second. We can do better than that. It's a bit of a shame that I've got to look so far down to see what's going on, you know? Because as much as I would love to do all of this IVA, just things are not just set up well. I mean, it kind of sucks that I can't even... Can I like be like target this? There is, now that I think about it, a docking port specifically in the middle of everywhere. This to set as target, so that I'm not trying to target everything up front. I'm actually trying to target the thing in the middle. Which is like, there's some severe forward planning from your boy Twitchi there. Like that took a lot of thought and many years of messing this type of mission up for me to know that that's how I needed to do. The real question is, can I bring this down like on top of the KSC? Because that's the only way I'm going to make decent money out of this, right? This whole craft cost me like $750,000 to put up. And we barely even got it. Used it. I'm looking at this craft ahead of me, wondering, like, are there enough parachutes on here to save the day? Can it do its own job? Or does this thing try and land with everything on it? I think I might try and land with everything. I brought so many parachutes, it'd be a shame not to, right? Wait. Chase locked. This is how I want to see this. Alright, and then we kind of line up like this. And I'm like... translate. across until I'm lined up right, and then we translate back. Look at that moon back there. Okay, this is about right. It's about right. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. I want to slow right down because the claw doesn't care what speed you attach. This is one thing I have found out over time. Something like that. Bump. Hi! Auto strut. Root part. Auto strut. Root part. We're just gonna go around. Just kind of like if there's this auto, because as far as I'm aware, this cupola is the root part, right? So if I try and auto strut, to the root part, what does it do? Is this one the root part now? Can we like control from here? Oh yeah, no, that wasn't being controlled from there. I wonder which one it was controlling from. Anyway, let's go home. Let's go home. I think I want to actually come down to my periapsis, add the maneuver, and we're going to very gently and in control bring this entire mission back home like this. Create an alarm, maneuver, bring the payload home. Because we actually want to land at home. Like, of all things, we want to go actually home. Now, are we going to be able to get this guy back where it needs to be? Sure do hope so. Let's close that off, and let's point retrograde, because what else would we be doing here? We've got enough fuel to do some very basic maneuvers. That's fine. I guess the only thing we can do is like speed this up. Whee! You should always let it like settle itself out. One of the things I do like about having this persistent rotation, notice how it's rotating through time warp, that's not normal, is the fact that if I happen to have put my my solar panels in the wrong direction, I will actually be able to, because like, look, right now I'm about to point directly at the sun. That's no good. I'm not going to have any power in a little bit. Now, thankfully, that's all right. I could just like burn through this fuel and things will be fine. Where does this reckon I'm coming down right now? Okay, that's a little bit too fast, actually. Need to clear my throat again. You know. Spin around. Just a little bit more thrust there. I don't want this to come straight down through the atmosphere. I want this to take a couple of passes at it so I can get as close to the KSC as possible. That is literally the entire purpose. Can I focus on Kerbal? Thank you. How's this doing? Look at that. So we're on our way to the desert airfield like that. Ooh, that was too much. So what I'm going to do is come in here and go thrust limit all the way down, like 6%, something like that. Which is something that real rocket engines can't do. I feel like this needs to be pointed out. Like in Kerbal Space Program, you have infinite control over how much thrust the engines put out. That's not a thing in most real rockets. Like you do have some thrust control, but nowhere near like 6% or something like that. You know, it's like we could probably go half. There. Now I'm not expecting this to actually be as good as that. Add maneuver. And we will create an alarm. Booster arrow. Hopefully that doesn't interfere with stuff. No, look, we're doing well. We're doing well. Let's warp down there. Let's warp down there. All right, Kerbin, here we come. We're gonna just try and fly through the atmosphere in the best way we can at the moment. Like no problems. However, we make it through here. The next time round is when we find out how we can aim for the KSC. Because this one won't do it. This one will not do it. I'm gonna speed us up. Maybe a little bit more than that. Okay, now through the atmosphere, I'm going to speed us up. Let's go twice as fast. That is cool. I'm going to need a translate on that. Anybody wanna take a crack? I mean, I could quite easily just kind of copy paste everything. Hello world. Well, hello. How are you doing? I'm afraid I can't actually say hello in many languages. It's a bit weird. I should work on that. I really would like to be able to welcome people in as many different languages as possible, you know. We're hot. Woo. Anyway, TLWBC, welcome. I'm glad you've come to join us. Can you say it? No, I can't actually, and I should be able to. I can. Funnily enough, every Pole that I've met has wanted to teach me other words in Polish. I'm sure. Lamus? I can't do the accent. I can tell you for definite, I can't do the accent. Oh wow. Are we transitioning to bilingual here? Oh, actually, Sparks, great shout, my friend. Great shout, good work. I am in full approval of this message saying that this is an English stream. I mean, that said, I feel like something like a quarter of my viewers are Polish. You know, it's not an insignificant fraction. The majority are definitely British. Then I've got a lot of American/Canadians, and then it's definitely like I don't know whether actually there's more Poles than Canadians. Yeah, it's cool. It was collaborative warfare. Like there must have been something about what I'd done that just really appealed to the Polish sense of humor or whatever, which I'm great. I'm thankful for. You know, very very thankful for. It was the murder. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Especially like the little skits I done. Like the guy getting hit in the face with the. Yeah, I did some good stuff there. At some point, hopefully, I'll have enough time to do stuff like that again. Something that's like heavy story based, because I really enjoyed doing it. It was a lot of work. Like, don't get me wrong. Ooh, it was so much work. Sorry, just need to remember how I spell stuff. Oh, you know what? That's pretty good. I reckon we just pop out the air brakes. And we're probably there, right? We will give that a go. Okay. Oop, whoop. Did you see that bit? As if you can spell. I mean, yeah, whatever. I mean, yeah, I am dyslexic, but I don't feel like that's the source of my bad spelling. Hey, Sparks, if you say it's an English stream, you can kind of just leave it at that. You don't need to carry on afterwards. But yeah, welcome. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I mean, very few people that I interact with on the internet don't know enough to be able to be like, hey, what's going on? You know? Greetings from Posh Karelia? I'm going to show my ignorance here again. But yeah, hey, welcome to the stream. We are, unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately, this has been going on for a while now, getting close to the end. I've got to bring this back. We still got mission. I don't even know what I'm saying here. We still got so much mission to be done. We're trying to land as close to the KSC. I should pop some parachutes. As close to the KSC as possible right now. I'm not sure whether the air brakes are going to slow us down too much. Not enough. I don't know. It is now too early to put my air brakes on. Should I turn them off and then pop them on later? I mean, we're at 2.4 kilometers per second. That's pretty good speed for coming in to the atmosphere. I normally like to be around 2.5, so this could be much worse. I do know once you get above like 2.8. The heating can start to become a little bit of a problem, but right now I think we're good. We're about to lose connection with the KSC. I wonder actually, because we are much closer than we normally are, but there's so much plasma that the radio waves have trouble getting out of here. Like you can almost think like the plasma is a Faraday cage, and things bounce around and like. Don't make it out, I suppose, is the main key to be said here. I wonder. So I've been learning a lot of quantum this year. Year 2 of university, it turns out, is where they start introducing the proper quantum dynamics, like maths and stuff like that. I wonder what quantum has to say about this situation. I do happen to know that the quantum description of the universe hasn't been very well explored. Oh, look how close I'm gonna be. Oh, this is great. Now we just got to try and get the other one to do this as well. So quantum dynamics is very hard to compute. It's quantum. Of course it's very hard to compute. Let's turn this back up. To the point where I don't believe anything heavier than 2 hydrogen atoms have been properly simulated. Now, I'm way open to be corrected here, but I did ask my professor about it, and he was like, "Yeah, definitely." Like, I asked about carbon atoms because like they're carbon atoms do a lot of stuff, right? So I was like, "Well, if it's so difficult, have we ever done anything about carbon atoms?" He was like, "Ooh, not even lower than that." I was like, "Oh." Really? Okay, we're going pretty fast. That's unfortunate, and I pretty much had these air brakes out the whole way. So that's why. Maybe they're only subsonic. Maybe they might only be decent subsonic. I'm not entirely certain. I do know once you get up to the speed of sound, air starts acting very weird. It's one of the things we've been doing this week, actually. It's called the mathematics of field and flow. We spent most of the time working with electromagnetism, right? So there's electrostatics, magnetostatics, and then electromagnetic waves. So when electric charges aren't moving, when magnetic charges aren't moving, and then everything together, doing all its things. And then right at the very end, literally the last week, they're like, "Oh, you know what? We're going to talk about water now." And it turns out water is more complicated than either of those two put together. Right? Of course it is, because it's the water is made out of stuff, and stuff interacts electromagnetically with stuff, right? So you need all of that to then build on top. But that's not even the level of simulation it's doing. It's just kind of like, oh, let's talk about viscous flow and stuff. It doesn't take any of that into account. It's just the mathematics fits rather well. Because you can think about the electric and magnetic fields like liquid that ripple around and they got waves in them and stuff happens, right? And because you're thinking of them like that, it turns out you can then use that mathematics for actual liquids, which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool. It's the mathematics is really difficult. Well, it's not really difficult. It's rather tedious. You're drawing cylinders in water and trying to figure out what the pressure gradients are from the top to the bottom and stuff like that. Are we about to... Okay, we're good. I was a little bit worried then that we weren't going to slow down fast enough. We could definitely would have had a bad day that day. I'm going to try and recover this before it falls over. Do you know how the other's falling over? So we're going to try and stop that. So the Kerbal Riskier crew, aka the rescue, followed Kerbal Air 243 flight path. I presume to try and find their friends, right? Oh, we're a lot further. Ooh, sunrise just happened. Did you see that? That's a bit weird. Oh, excuse me, a little small clearing of throat there. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, how far away are we? 70 meters to go. It's always the last 100 meters that are kind of the worst. You just sat there being like, well, are we gonna? Yeah, there we go. I got it before it fell over. The number of times I've landed like a big booster in the ocean and it just falls over and the top tank explodes and you waste all that money. How much money? I reckon we're going to have made 7,000 back from that. I don't think it's going to be 7,000. I think it's going to be less than that. But I'm going to say 7,000 for now. We got like 4,000 when we were like thousands of kilometers away. So hopefully it's just a little bit less. More. I know how things work, really. Whoa! Blown away with how much money we made back from that. We got 96.2%. That's great. That's great. 33 grand. Woo! Tracking station. Here we go. What are you studying? Which degree are you on now? You're American, so you don't know how. So I am in. So I'm doing astrophysics. So I'm doing like my bachelor's degree. I don't know whether you know what that is. It's the one just before. It's not just before PhD. But yeah, I'm doing my university course. I don't really know how the American systems work either. So like, another 3. Can you provide some translation? I don't even know. I don't even know. So yeah, I'm doing the bit just before your doctorship, I think is the easy way to say it. I'm learning how to find planets. I'm doing quantum dynamics so that I know. Yeah, no, it's fine, mate. Quantum dynamics so that I know how like neutron stars and stuff like that works. You're on your bachelor's now too. Cool. What are you studying? What are you studying? What's this? What's this? I've got a feeling that's gonna blow up. Look at that. Alright, let's come to a stop. Go. You don't know science. Yeah, no, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Okay, so here I'm going to just try and slow us down enough to bring us into a decent approach for the KSC. There is a lot of money tied up in it. Oh, hello. What are you? Should we find out? It's the Trash Master. We need to use the Trash Master a bit more to go around and pick up all the junk that we've got in orbit. Whoa, like talking on, like feel those frames. Yeah, definitely something I need to get on at some point. Just tidy this whole place up. I mean, like, look, here we go. Whoa, just tidy this whole place up a little bit. I mean, we're down to less than 30 probes now, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. 33 seconds until my burn underway. Marriage and family therapy. Yeah, cool. No, I currently live with a whole bunch of psychology students and stuff like that doing very similar stuff. And I couldn't. I'm just like, it's all so soft and squishy and like relying on people telling you stuff and things like that. Like, yeah. Give me some maths and science so I know like when I say x equals something like that mean that's it, right? It's not like, oh, you know, apart from on Wednesdays where he's taken some stuff, you know, yeah. So yeah, I fully respect anyone doing any, I don't know, people science, shall we say? Anyone doing any people sciences, I couldn't do that. You know, we're all built different, right? We've all got different things that we do. It was a good job I didn't. It's a good job I blew up all the engines on the bottom of this craft. Like, I just kind of hit go without. Well, that's going very slowly. I hit go without thinking about what engines could have been on this craft here. That would have been hilarious. We'd just start spinning around. But pretty classic for me, to be honest. Pretty classic for me. Yeah, so like doing my science as I do. It is physics with astrophysics, so I've spent a long time just learning like basic physical laws and stuff like that. And I like to just come tell you guys about it. Try and figure out how to turn the ridiculous maths that I've been looking at into like real world chatter. You know, like. I can't really talk to you guys about like the value of a derivative or something like that, because like it doesn't make sense outside the world of numbers. I feel like this kind of lied to me. Do you feel like it lied to me? I started going as soon as I could. Well, not as soon as I started going when it told me to go, and we're just not going to slow down enough, are we? We're really not. Hillwin, Landme, Fofert, and Burbles. Burbles, the man of the moment. Really here to try and just save everybody. So you might notice that all of this on the back is an absolute pile of wreckage. This was going to go to MoHo. You can see we've got ourselves a little lander up on top, and there's like the return vessel, and then this was like the, do they call it the cruise stage? The one that takes you from Kerbal to MoHo. And unfortunately, my cruise stage was just too many parts too close together. You can see that they overlap there. And the very moment I tried to open the throttle, the whole thing just threw itself apart. It was a fun day. Oh my gosh, what have I done here? Look, my flag's upside down. Oh, I'm not about that. I'm not about. About on the other side. Oh, this one's the right way up. That's cool. That's cool. Planetary nebula. They're really cool things, by the way. Like, been studying them. That's why I've been talking a lot about red giants recently. Because this is the outer layer of a star that just kind of like threw its out layers off, and then what was left inside was so hot that it turned all of this into like a neon gas. It's not actually neon, but it glows like the tube, like a neon gas tube does. Neon lights, that's the word I'm looking for. I mean, I think we'll be alright. I'm just going to turn this off. We're just going to try and lower us down to a decent orbit. This might take a couple of orbits, actually. This might take a couple of orbits. And seeing the KSC like all the way over there, so yeah, that'll probably be a good idea. Shall we actually stop now and go around to the other side? I'm gonna do it. Look, we're gonna now come round up here. Watch the KSC move. Watch the KSC move. You're built tall and wide. I'm built tall and skinny. I'm not as skinny as I used to be, but I am still very skinny. I became an old man and bits of fat started appearing everywhere. It's like second puberty, so horrific. Okay, here we go again. I don't want to push that periaps too low down. That's the real problem here. Also, I've got a target, and I didn't really want to be targeting anything. Needs fuel. That's wreckage. I mean, we'll be alright. Right now, because I'm here, I'm affecting the other side of my orbit. That's kind of how orbits work. Well, I'm affecting the whole of my orbit, but that's the other side. The other side is the one that is affected the most. There we go. That's the wordage I wanted to use here. We're about to push into the atmosphere down there, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to warp even closer still. Did anybody else just hear a Discord noise? The Discord should be very quiet for me right now. I don't know. Maybe I'm having one of those hallucinatory flashes. You know, like feeling your phone go off in your pocket when it's not even in your pocket, stuff like that. I'm sure you all know. Or if not, how do you stop that from happening? Let me know. Doesn't happen that often for me, but it does happen. Now, I just want to bring this guy home. Or these guys. These guys. There's many of them. There is a whole craft full, plus another craft. Now, we've got to make sure that we've got all our... Let's do this here. Let's pull all our parachutes down to the same stage. Because if we start just like popping stages here, it's gonna get a little weird. And I don't want things to get that weird. So I believe these are all drogue chutes. So I'm now going to put another layer on. Can we collapse these down? Turns out I can't. I would have preferred to, but... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Give me a trajectories overlay. So one of the mods that I do have installed. I don't like to install many mods, but one of the mods that I do have installed. You see this red line popping up here? This tells me where I'm going to land. Now, I used to be able to eyeball it. I used to be able to eyeball it, but it's unfortunately out of practice. I've been relying on this mod too much, and I don't think I could do it now. It used to be like I'd be over the desert, and you slow down because you're in a circular orbit and stuff like that. Yeah, it was pretty good, but yeah, I don't think I could do that anymore. Okay, we're about to pop this round. It's very close. It's very close. Almost exactly what I want. I've got a feeling this is going to be a little off because the shape of my craft, right? So, would I rather overshoot or undershoot? I don't know. In all honesty, I don't actually know. We're going to add a maneuver, and do I want to pull this down? No, you know what? We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Let's just go get in the atmosphere, shall we? So I was in the middle of doing stuff, right? Let's... You know what? I can just throw all of these into a separate stage. And then we're just going to pop all the... I think we might just pop all the parachutes. I don't know why I've put these into 2 stages, because I'm actually in mind just to go. So let's try and do that, shall we? Something like that. I mean, what is this decoupler? Oh, I don't want any of these to go. Move that up there. Okay, now, let's see what happens. Okay, parachutes. 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 All right, great. This should be fine now. We should all be good. Let's hit this so we can see the terror in the faces. What is going on with this bit? It really... Yeah, okay. Let's have a look at Hilwyn. Hello. How are you doing? What is it? Why? I don't know why I got unbuckled. This is a bad... Hey! You're supposed to do your seatbelt up when you're coming in for a landing. Alright. This is not so great. Is it because I wasn't in control? I don't know what happened there. We just kind of span out. I think we'll be okay now. So all of this up here can blow up, I believe. Let's have a look. We got any crews? Transfer crew? There's no crew in the part. Okay, great. So the only places we got crew are here and here. So if these sticky out bits blow up, I think we'll be fine with that. I think we'll be fine. You got the heli to work. Cool. That's that's tough. That's tough. Helicopter. I've tried many helicopter designs, and almost always they just kind of spin around weird, and I don't set up the cyclic control well. And yeah, the problem with the like if you build a helicopter almost entirely out of SAS and then just have a rotor on top, great. It's not going to be a problem. But if you've got one that doesn't, it's going to just spin around horrifically. And you've got two ways of doing it, two ways of fixing it. You either get that tail rotor, but that's not as easy as I just made it sound, or you have another rotor spinning the other way, which I think is my favorite method. It's a bit easier. Yeah, I should spend a couple of streams just making helicopters, right? I think that might be a thing that we do at some point. You go, yeah. See, the mods to make the helicopters works great. That like Kerbal's a game to have fun in, right? But I am a man. I mean, I'm taking astrophysics. I like the complicated things in life. I don't know why. I sit there crying whilst I'm trying to do it, but. Are we going to be okay here? I am a mostly stock KSP person. It's true. I guarantee because I've done many mod based playthroughs, but when KSP 2 comes out, I'm almost certainly going to have two playthroughs. One that's modded and one that's stock. Because I feel like the two games it's like the modded Minecraft, right? It's a completely different game mostly from regular Minecraft, and I feel like Kerbal's the same, right? The original stock game, it's got this real tough as nails learning curve on it. Right? It's really really tough if you want to do all the things. Whereas the mods will come like I think the only place where the mods really excel are things like balloons, because obviously there's no balloons in the game, right? And like the what is it, the winches that used to come with the Kerbal attachment system, that was great. I mean, why can't we bungee jump in Kerbal? The addition of the parachutes was just an absolute like genius stroke. Okay, so if anything beyond these central cores survive, that is just a bonus. I really wasn't expecting much more to come back than that. Excuse me. But I'd really like to not blow up my stuff as well. Yeah, I know Fire Splitter. I've used Fire Splitter a lot in Kerbal Collaborative Warfare. It was kind of like the base part set that we used after BD Armory, of course. Let's sort this camera angle out. There we go. Something like this. Is that? Hang about. I think I need a screenshot here. Do you guys feel like you need screenshots? I feel like this is a screenshot moment. You concentrate on your build. That's fine. I mean, to be fair, we are in the final moments here when this one comes in for a landing. I mean, what speed are we going at now? 2.3 kilometers per second. That's a lot. I mean, I really feel like Kerbal has given me an appreciation for how fast how fast real life orbital mechanics is. So it takes like 2 kilometers per second to get into orbit of Kerbin. And it really lets you know like how fast 2 kilometers every second is. You can see the planet disappearing underneath you. You're going around this planet. And then you think, wait, real life is 7 kilometers a second. And 7 doesn't sound like that much bigger number than 2, but it's like 3.5 times the amount. Yeah, on stream maths, look at that. And so, like that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of energy. If you like, I don't know if you guys know about kinetic energy. So it's like movement energy, if you will. But it takes your speed and squares it. So, like, the difference between 1 and 2 is the difference between 1 and 4. You know, like it's a huge jump. It's a huge jump. 7 squared? 49? So yeah, the difference between 4 and 49, like 10 times the amount of energy to get into orbit of Earth. Like, this is 10 times too small. 10 times! Which makes sense, actually. I remember reading a lot of forum posts and stuff talking about how Kerbin is 10 times smaller and 10 times as dense and stuff like that. So yeah, 10 times would work out particularly well with the number. Ooh. I mean, that's all right. I mean, I did say things like that can blow off and we'll be fine. Wasn't quite expecting. I thought we were going to be fine, actually. I thought we were going to be fine. Once we were down to 2.3, I thought we were good. But here we are. Okay, I mean, maybe we're in danger all the way down to 2 kilometers. So I apologize about the hit on my microphone I just performed. Ooh, please don't blow everything up. Everything that blows up is money out of my pocket. Obviously the thing I'm really worried about. Ooh. Ooh. Can feel the pain. Feel the pain. I wonder whether this would have worked. Or, I mean, like, I've used this design before. It shouldn't have thrown itself apart. This bottom stage was definitely the experimental one, so I understand why that blew up. Or rather, I can understand that the experimental one was going. You don't want to feel the pain. Oh, I mean, every time something goes, it's just like, oof. Ooh. Why did they all disappear for a moment there? I mean, what was that? What actually was that? What blew up that was so important? Oof. Let's see if we can't. No. This is not what we want. Oh man, this is not what we want. Turn back. Turn back. I mean, we are kind of going slow enough now, to be fair. We are kind of going slow enough. So a decoupler must have blown up there. Oh, I don't want to put them in the stream. They're the ones we're trying to save. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. I think we might be alright, though. I know it doesn't look... Ah, I see what's going on. We're controlled from the wrong part again. Dang it. Well, okay, I suppose. Okay, I suppose. I would really like to get my engines under me, you know? I mean, we are big and chonky. I should imagine the aero drag is going to be quite considerable. How much? I should have saved. Why didn't I save? Okay, this is good. Drogues away. Drogues away! Ooh, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, is everyone going to pass out? I feel like this is an everyone passes out moment. How do I stabilize this? I'm full on. Look at my pitch and yaw. I am trying to slow this down a lot. It's not really working. Though we are now slow enough that I'm not worried about my parachutes not opening. So, like, yay. Okay, let's get control here. Turn this off. Yeah, that was the problem. All right. Okay, we got some explosions. But mostly this is alright. I don't like the fact that we're coming down at 10 meters per second. Should we drop this? Can we rock ourselves back into... I did say the thing I was worried about was slamming this into the floor too hard. And 10 meters per second might very well be too hard. I kind of want to quick save it and then, like, jump my people out if it's not good enough. but I don't know whether you can. Actually, I think you can. No, I cannot. Cannot quick save when about to crash. Oh, Kerbal, what are you saying? I mean, this one's up top. That's going to be fun. Goodbye. All right, your people need you. I understand. 9.8 meters per second. That is very fast. I think we're going to have some troubles here. Woo! All right, man, that was intense. But with that, oh no, let's get back to the main screen. Let's get back to the main screen. Oh, the load. I think the magnetometer just flew off, which, you know, that's fine. It's good. I saved the people. That's the important bit. I say that. I'm just about to check and see how much money I saved. That's also kind of the important bit. But yeah, mostly excited about saving the people. So no science. We're not getting science from a lot of stuff now. 85,000. That's not quite the $250,000 we spent on it, but there we go. That is something. Okay, brilliant. Hillwin, Landleaf. Ooh. Fofoot went up a level, nice, and Burbal's all back home. Hillwin, endurance for more than 80 Kerbin days spent in a single mission. Kerbal EVA, orbital EVA, and heavy launch ribbon. Oh man, docked and collision ribbon. Okay, the endurance. Okay, Fofoot got the most ones here. Let's have a look. Splashdown ribbon, yay! First splashdown. Landed on Kerbin ribbon. The G-Force Mark III, Mach 3. Kerbin docked, collision ribbon, endurance record, Kerbin EVA. The collision must be the ship shaking itself apart, right? Kerbal EVA, Kerbal orbital EVA, heavy launch vehicle, and the 20% solid boosters. Wow-wee. But with that, I am going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys next time when the rock. We're going to move the rock. It's huge. We're going to bring it back. But I will see you then. Oh, and we're going to do that.